Year 7498 AD, Vigil's Wake, Outer Orbital Drift. The second transmission arrived exactly 17 minutes after the first. Same encryption, same buried data signature, no sender. I'm going to my mother-in-law's for pizza and beer and see their slides from their most recent vacation. Elias Mercer froze. The words ghosted across his retinal HUD, absurdly mundane in a way that made his stomach tighten. He had seen this before, this exact message. He exhaled slowly, willing his pulse to steady. There were two possibilities. Either the universe was playing a cruel joke, or someone had just reached across 6 millennia of lost history to whisper in his ear. He stared at the text, eyes flicking over its every curve and nuance, looking for the pattern beneath. A second line followed, detached from the first like a hesitant afterthought. Hi, Taylor. Sorry. I didn't like missing your class, but these family connections with my Mary are important connections in my life. I've known all of these people for 44 years. A sharp, involuntary breath, Mary. Elias felt the familiar ache settle deep in his chest. His wife had passed away 3 years ago before he ever met Taylor Willow, and he missed her terribly. He would for the rest of his life. That truth was a constant, as sure as the passage of time itself. But the message, it wasn't just the mention of Mary, it was the 44 years. He let the AI run its decryption pass, cross-referencing historical markers, pulling threads from his own deep memory. One of them he had met in 1983, 44 years before 2015. The others had arrived in fits and starts, sporadic additions to his life, right up until the final years before everything changed. And then COVID, the ultimate dividing line, a cusp point so massive it severed lives, rewritten social structures, and in his case marked the abrupt and total end of something that had once been integral to his world. That part was true. And yet, why was it here? Why now? The AI whispered its translation, probability match 91.7%, cross-reference, personal ties, encryption key marker detected. Elias blinked twice to freeze the feed and open the deep layers of the message. Beneath the warmth of the words, a hidden code unfolded, a cipher buried in syntax, in repetition, in the very rhythm of the message itself. A key phrase glowed, surfacing through the decryption filter. I have known all these people for 44 years. That wasn't just nostalgia, that was deliberate. Then the last line appeared. Pizza and beer sounds really good right now, exclamation point, yum, smiley face. I'll miss you in class. You bring such positive energy. I will look forward to seeing you next week. He leaned back in his seat, staring at the words, his body suddenly cold. This wasn't just a memory, it was a message from her, and it had just arrived. Somewhere beyond the edges of history, beyond the limits of what was supposed to be possible, Taylor Willow was still making moves. And this time, she was speaking directly to him.